Do you find yourself forgetting names, misplacing your keys, or walking into a room and forgetting why? You're not alone. Memory issues are one of the most common complaints after age 50. But what if I told you that one simple vitamin could help sharpen your memory and keep your mind clear? In this video, we'll reveal the one vitamin that research shows can support brain health as we age. Plus how to get it naturally, how much you need, and what to avoid. Stay with us, because your brain will thank you. Vitamin B12 plays a powerful and often overlooked role in keeping your brain healthy, especially as you get older. After the age of 50, many people start to notice subtle changes in memory. Maybe it's forgetting a name, losing track of appointments, or just feeling a bit mentally slower. While these changes can be normal, a deficiency in vitamin B12 can make them worse. That's why this one vitamin is so important. It helps maintain the health of your brain and nervous system, and is involved in producing DNA and red blood cells. When your red blood cells are healthy, they carry oxygen more efficiently to the brain, which keeps your mind alert and focused. Low levels of B12 can lead to a range of cognitive problems, from mild memory issues to serious confusion and even symptoms that mimic dementia. In fact, studies have shown that older adults with low B12 levels perform worse on memory and thinking tests. Some may even develop mood changes like irritability or depression. What's especially concerning is that many people over 50 are deficient in B12 and don't even realize it. This is because the symptoms can come on gradually and are easy to mistake for normal aging. The reason B12 deficiency becomes more common after 50 has to do with how our bodies absorb the vitamin. In younger people, B12 is absorbed in the stomach with the help of stomach acid. But as we age, stomach acid production naturally decreases, and without enough acid, the body can't extract B12 from food as effectively. Certain medications, like those for diabetes or acid reflux, can make the problem worse. The good news is that B12 deficiency is very treatable, and for many people, simply taking a supplement or changing their diet can make a big difference. People who start getting enough B12 often report feeling sharper, more focused, and less tired. Some even say the brain fog they'd been living with for years just lifts. And while B12 isn't a miracle cure for every memory issue, it's one of the easiest and most effective ways to support brain health as you age. Before trying supplements, though, it's smart to get your levels tested and talk to your doctor about the best approach. With just a little attention, this one vitamin could help you stay mentally strong for years to come. As we get older, our bodies go through many subtle changes, and one of those changes is how well we absorb certain nutrients, especially vitamin B12. Even if you eat a balanced diet with enough B12, rich foods like eggs, meat, fish, or dairy, your body might still struggle to absorb it properly after age 50. This isn't because you're doing anything wrong, it's simply a natural part of aging. The main issue is a gradual decrease in stomach acid production. Your stomach needs a special kind of acid, along with a protein called intrinsic factor, to break B12 down and help your body absorb it. But after 50, your body may not produce enough of either. Without this acid and intrinsic factor, the B12 from food just passes through your digestive system without getting absorbed. Another common reason for B12 deficiency in older adults is the use of certain medications. Drugs like proton pump inhibitors, which are often taken for acid reflux or heartburn, and metformin, commonly prescribed for type 2 diabetes, can interfere with how B12 is absorbed. These medications reduce stomach acid or affect the digestive process, which further limits your body's ability to extract B12 from food. Many people take these medications for years without realizing they might be contributing to a slow decline in B12 levels. It's also worth noting that some people may develop an autoimmune condition called pernicious anemia, which prevents the body from making intrinsic factor altogether. Without this protein, it becomes nearly impossible to absorb B12 naturally, and people with this condition often require lifelong B12 injections to avoid serious complications. Unfortunately, B12 deficiency doesn't always show up with obvious symptoms right away. It can build slowly, and the early signs, like tiredness, mild forgetfulness, or mood swings, are easy to dismiss or attribute to stress or aging. That's why many people over 50 walk around with low B12 levels for years without realizing it. Over time, though, the deficiency can worsen, leading to more serious cognitive problems, nerve damage, or anemia. The good news is that once the cause is identified, B12 levels can often be restored through simple supplements or changes in diet, but recognizing the risk after age 50 is the first step in preventing long-term issues and protecting your brain and overall health. Feeling tired all the time, forgetting simple things, or experiencing strange sensations like tingling in your hands or feet might seem like normal parts of getting older. But they can actually be signs that your body is low on vitamin B12. This vitamin is crucial for keeping your brain, nerves, and red blood cells healthy, and when your levels drop, it can affect your entire body in subtle but serious ways. One of the first signs many people notice is fatigue. This happens because without enough B12, your body can't make the healthy red blood cells needed to carry oxygen efficiently. With less oxygen reaching your brain and muscles, you start feeling sluggish, even after a full night's sleep. Another common sign is memory problems or brain fog. You might find yourself forgetting why you walked into a room, struggling to find the right word, or having difficulty concentrating. These moments can be frustrating and even alarming, especially if they start happening more often. Some people begin to worry they're developing early dementia, when in reality, a simple vitamin deficiency could be to blame. The nervous system also suffers when B12 is low, which is why some people experience tingling, numbness, or pins and needles, feeling in their hands, legs, or feet. These sensations happen because B12 helps maintain the protective coating around your nerves. Without it, nerve signals slow down or become distorted. Mood changes are another overlooked symptom. Low B12 levels have been linked to feelings of anxiety, depression, and irritability. Because B12 plays a role in producing brain chemicals that influence mood, a deficiency can make you feel off emotionally, even if nothing in your life has changed. In more severe or long-term cases, people might develop problems with balance or coordination, making it harder to walk steadily or react quickly to movement. The tricky part is that these symptoms don't always appear suddenly, and they can easily be mistaken for aging or stress. That's why it's important to pay attention to these early warning signs and get your B12 levels checked through a simple blood test. If caught early, low B12 is very treatable, and many people feel a big difference once their levels return to normal. Recognizing the signs could make all the difference in staying sharp, steady, and emotionally balanced as you age. Getting more vitamin B12 naturally becomes especially important after the age of 50, when your body may not absorb it as efficiently as it used to. Fortunately, there are several ways to boost your intake through everyday food choices. The best natural sources of B12 are animal-based products. Foods like eggs, dairy, fish, poultry, and red meat are all rich in this essential vitamin. For example, a single serving of salmon or beef liver contains more than enough B12 to meet your daily needs. Even a glass of milk or a bowl of yogurt can help contribute to your intake, especially when eaten regularly. Fish such as sardines, tuna, and trout are particularly good choices because they're not only high in B12 but also packed with healthy omega-3 fatty acids, which are beneficial for both brain and heart health. Eggs, especially the yolks, are another great option. They're easy to prepare, budget-friendly, and can be added to meals throughout the day. Including a variety of these foods in your diet helps ensure you're getting enough of this vital nutrient. However, if you're vegetarian or vegan, getting enough B12 through diet alone can be more challenging. That's because plant-based foods don't naturally contain vitamin B12. In this case, you'll need to rely on fortified foods. These are products that have B12 added during processing. Common fortified foods include plant-based milks like soy, almond, or oat milk, as well as breakfast cereals, nutritional yeast, and some meat substitutes. Always check the label to make sure B12 has been added and how much it provides per serving. It's also important to be consistent. B12 isn't stored in the body for long periods, so you need a regular intake to keep your levels healthy. The recommended amount for adults over 50 is around 2.4 micrograms per day, though some people may need more, especially if they have absorption issues. Eating a balanced diet that includes these natural and fortified sources can go a long way in protecting your brain and body from the effects of deficiency. If you're unsure whether you're getting enough through food alone, it's worth discussing with your doctor or a nutritionist. They can help evaluate your diet and determine if a supplement might be helpful. But for many people, simply being more mindful of food choices is a powerful first step in maintaining strong memory, energy, and focus as they age. Choosing the right vitamin B12 supplement can make a big difference in how well your body absorbs and uses it, especially after the age of 50. With so many options available on the shelves and online, it's easy to feel overwhelmed. But not all supplements are created equal, and knowing what to look for can help you get the most benefit with the least confusion. One of the most important things to pay attention to is the form of B12 used in the supplement. The most recommended type is called methylcobalamin, which is the active form of vitamin B12. This means your body can use it right away without needing to convert it first, which is especially helpful as absorption can naturally decrease with age. Another common form you'll see is cyanocobalamin. It's more widely used and often cheaper, but it requires your body to convert it into the active form. For people under 50 with healthy digestion, this might not be a big issue, but for older adults, methylcobalamin tends to be the better choice because it's more bioavailable, meaning it's easier for the body to use effectively. There are also different ways to take B12. Tablets are common, but not always the most effective for those with absorption issues. If your doctor suspects your body isn't absorbing B12 well through your stomach, they may recommend sublingual tablets, which dissolve under the tongue, B12 sprays, or even injections. Sublingual forms can bypass the digestive system entirely, delivering the vitamin directly into the bloodstream through tissues under the tongue. This makes them a good option for many older adults, especially those taking medications that affect stomach acid or digestion. Dosage also matters. While the daily requirement for most adults is around 2.4 micrograms, supplements often contain much more, sometimes hundreds or even thousands of micrograms. That's because only a small percentage may actually be absorbed, especially if taken by mouth. Luckily, vitamin B12 is water-soluble, so your body will flush out what it doesn't need. But it's still important not to overdo it without medical guidance. Always talk to your healthcare provider before starting a high-dose supplement, especially if you're already taking other medications or managing health conditions. With the right form and method, a quality B12 supplement can be a simple and powerful step toward maintaining your memory, energy, and overall health as you age. If you found this helpful, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more simple, science-backed health tips just for you. Have questions about memory or vitamins? Drop them in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. Your memory matters, and you have more power than you think to protect it. Take small steps today, and your brain will thank you tomorrow. Stay sharp, stay well, and we'll see you in the next one.